Hello!
Uh, oh, my deepest apologies. I'm running a bit behind. We have a foster here and she's not doing too well, so
Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that.
puppy stuff. No, that's okay. She'll be all right.
Oh goodness, how long have you had her for?
We've had this specific one. We have two right now. They're brother and sister. The girl came to us a little bit before the boy. We've had them going on 4 days now.
Oh,
Yeah, they're so sweet. A little malnourished and she
yeah.
little tummy issues, but I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, please don't apologize. Just like talking my head off to myself. And I mean, listen, our fur babies come first. I have a dog that's she's with my husband right now in his office, but I totally get it. You have to, you know, take care of the babies, take care of the animals.
Absolutely. That's so
Oh,
cute. I have a doggy too.
I do. My baby Ripley. I always tease that she's the love of my life. Not sure if my husband likes that or not, but it's true. It's like I'm obsessed with her.
Oh, they're the purest, most giving, loving creatures ever, aren't they?
Right? It's like I just stare. I mean, I've had her for 7 years, and I still will just like stare into her eyes and be like, "Oh, I love you so much."
People like you.
Aw. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to chat with you. And how are you doing? I mean, just over the last 7 or whatever months it's been in this kind of new normal we've had, just how are you?
I'm, I think we all are a little bit uneasy and feeling a little scared, but I personally am so lucky because I'm one of the few ones, not only in my industry, but kind of just in our world right now that is steadily working. So,
Yeah,
I wake up every day so grateful to be able to go to work and do what I love because, especially during this time, because everything is just so crazy right now.
I know. I know it's nuts. And I think it's like you said, it's so important to kind of like take that moment and just count the blessings, count what you're grateful for. And I think that's something that I hope we continue doing, after we've made it out of all of this, and we're on the other side of it because it's good stuff to remember. All right, so both Pandora and Good Trouble are female-fronted, shows full of complex and badass women. Do you remember the first time seeing a film or television show with sort of like a complex and multi-layered female lead?
The first time, I'm not sure
Yeah.
the first time, but the most influential one to me and the one that I just could not take my eyes off of because she was so complex was Gal Gadot in
Mm,
Wonder Woman.
mm.
She did an incredible job, but also the way that the characters in that show were written and just how strong and incredible and female forward and progressive and beautiful inside and out that all of them,
Mhm.
that was so inspiring to me. I remember watching that and like it wasn't even like a sad or necessarily happy part in the film. It was just like them walking and I was like, oh, so great. Just like sobbing. I thought that film was just incredibly inspiring.
It's so true. I had the same reaction. The part when she like the no man's land part where she just walks across the battlefield just gave me chills from head to toe. And it was the same thing. Like I wasn't kind of tearing up because I was sad or happy. It was just because I feel like we've never seen a female superhero represented in that way before.
Oh, and they just did such a great job. Like the writing was incredible. She is just beyond talented. And yeah, it just that was a very inspiring movie. And then also, of course, any Jolie I'm obsessed with. She's my idol and role model. So any movie that she's in,
Oh my God.
she's
Yes.
a woman in real life as well. So
Mm-hmm.
dudes that on screen.
Right, you could totally play like a young Angelina Jolie.
My gosh, that's my so honored if I had a tenth of the career that she was able to create for herself. She is a dream.
Oh my gosh, she truly is. And like just thinking of oh my God, like Girl Interrupted, like just she has made so many fantastic films and played so many great characters and has always had sort of this inner strength about her. Um, Whether she's playing like a tough chick on, on screen or whether she's, a vulnerable character, she always like has this strength that just kind of shines through.
Dudes it.
Um, yeah.
Well, like Charlize Theron, because she is just such a versatile actress. I mean,
Mm,
look at Mad Max,
mm,
right?
mm-hmm.
Have you seen Monster?
Yeah,
It's
so good.
just like how can you be so diverse and so incredibly talented?
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that one day when I have children, they have women like that to look up to, and hopefully my generation, as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And I think that's interesting too that you said you brought up Monster, directed by Patty Jenkins, and Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins.
Were they directed by the same person?
Yeah,
Patty, I love
yeah,
her. Incredible. I
I
had
know. I know.
talk about an eclectic portfolio, huh?
I know. I know. I mean, it's just like, damn, women, we can do everything. Speaking of, have you seen, you mentioned that you hope that, the generation or the next generation has women to look up to and all of that. Are you seeing kind of an improvement are you seeing an improvement of like more representation of women in front of the camera?
Yes, I absolutely am. And more importantly, well, not more importantly, but equally as importantly, also behind the camera.
Yeah.
Good Trouble, it's like every other female or every other director is a female.
Mm.
Really, really, really strive to represent women. They have lots of women in the writers' room.
Yeah.
All on set are incredibly badass. But I do think that my generation has kind of changed, um, kind of paved the path for strong women characters because
Mm.
I feel like a lot of times, especially with LGBT characters, it used to be a little more fetishized, right?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I personally can't. I mean, of course, there were some movies that did it right, but it was more just like girl kissing girl. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, yeah.
it's on Good Trouble. They're diving into relationships, diving into the possibilities, talking about, um, you know, what someone prefers to be called, whether it's he or her or them,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and to us. And I just think
Yeah.
it's so interesting.
Absolutely. I actually, in the beginning of quarantine, I did a cherry chat with Sherry Cola. Um,
Ah,
yes, and she was so lovely. But we were talking about how Good Trouble does such a beautiful job at doing exactly what you said, not really pointing out like, oh, this is a queer relationship or not a queer relationship. It just, we're all humans and kind of representing that on screen.
yeah, and her character on there is so great. Being on set with Sherry is just like she's so high energy and nonstop and cracking jokes and just like she wakes you right up. I
Yeah.
hope her. I love
No,
her.
she's amazing. I love her. And I also think that, it's always lovely to see sort of women supporting women. I think that, we've had it tough in the sense that the industry has kind of set it up for us to be competitive with each other,
Yeah.
or to not sort of root for each other. And it's always really lovely to see kind of in real life and on screen female relationships represented in this kind of, this way that's not toxic.
Ab-
Um, yeah.
Um, and also just like in real life, like I am so fortunate that I don't know how I got so lucky, but my core group of friends are
Mm,
most incredible, supportive,
mm,
giving. Like there's no competition between us. We're just here for each other. And I think
yeah.
the most important things that I've learned as an adult is like choosing your friends because they are your chosen family and making
Mm,
none of that weirdness, that jealousy, that competitiveness, have you, like, I remember when I was younger and I wanted to like fit in with certain people, you kind of walk away and you have that like feeling in your chest and
Yes.
a little uneasy and you can't put
Mhm.
it. Like, I don't want to feel that ever again. So now I've come into my own, and at my age that I feel like I don't know, I'm so grateful for my
Oh,
girl.
oh, that's so fantastic. That's so fantastic. And it's so true. And I think that it's something that we keep learning. As we kind of learn more about ourselves and feel more confident in ourselves, we can kind of eliminate that chest tightness. And I think that if anything, quarantine also is teaching us that we really, it's important to choose that family, to choose those friends that really make you feel comfortable, respect your decisions, respect how you feel. Because right now, everyone's feeling maybe a little differently about, things. And, I mean, it's just all about support, right? And I think that that's beautiful.
And kind of
Let's,
said earlier about quarantine, or it's been scary and it's been uncertain, but for me, it also made me really slow down. It's
mm,
a rat race out here, especially in the industry that I'm in, and it
yeah.
made me have no other choice, honestly, than to just be still. And
Mm,
for me, that was different. I was
yeah, right?
meditating. I'm like, what? I don't know. Love it, but I've just had those moments to just sit in with myself. So hopefully it doesn't last much longer, but I'm trying to look at the side of that.
Exactly, seeing the silver linings,
Yes.
and taking these lessons with us moving forward. All right, let's talk about Pandora a little bit.
Okay.
Can you describe Jax for us?
Yes, Jax is she is a way too brave, but brave person. Like, absolutely fearless. It's incredible, actually. She's so badass. She loves her friends like family, like I was
Mm-hmm.
about. Um, but what's interesting is she was just a normal girl, living a normal life,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't really give too much away. But as the season goes on, she's just thrust into the most insane, beyond our wildest comprehension, imaginable situations, and goes from being a normal cadet and hopefully
Mm-hmm.
class to just saving the universe.
No big deal. No big deal.
Oh, someone wrote Jax kicks ass. Thank you.
It's so true. I think what I love about Jax is when we first meet her, she's lost everything,
Mhm.
right? She has lost everything, but she isn't broken.
No.
No one needs to mend her back together.
Mhm.
If anything, she kind of opens her heart to new possibilities, and she's very kind of kind to strangers, even though she's also guarded. Like, she has a sass to her, like, don't mess with her, but she sees the kindness in others and she sort of allows them in. I mean, she's very quick to kind of meet new friends, and she opens her heart up. And I think that it's that balance that we're always trying to find between sort of taking care of ourselves, being brave, being strong, but also being vulnerable and allowing others in, which I think the show does beautifully, especially with Jax's character.
I mean, I have to say, I love your answer so much more than mine. Can I, in my next interview? That was the thing I've ever heard. Yes, I agree.
You steal it. You can steal it.
I was like, wow, that was amazing.
Oh, that's Jax to me. Um, okay, so Pandora takes place in the future. 2199, 2199. I don't even know how you even say it. It's so far in the future. I'm like, how many years is that ahead? Yeah, a lot. We're long gone. What do you think, like, humanity at that point where we're at in the show? What do you think humanity has kind of learned from its past mistakes, and what do you think through the show it's still kind of learning and trying to achieve?
Well, they had to leave Earth because um, a business, a huge corporation, got greedy and basically ruined the entire Earth with their greed and their
Mm.
money. And that scares me because it, they just destroyed our Earth. And I mean, I don't mean to get all dark about it, but look at our oceans, look at our forests,
Mm-hmm.
all of buildings popping up everywhere and trees going down, and it just makes me so sad to think that we might have to leave one day just because we're not taking care of our home. It just
Yeah.
makes me really sad. But to answer your question, what do I think humanity has learned in the show? um, I do think they learned their lesson. I do think they take much better care of their home now. Um, and I think that they are hoping to be able to go back at some point, but it's so ruined. So
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Absolutely. How do you feel like the events of season one, without giving too much away? Because I know folks, it's available to stream on Amazon, so folks want to catch up on season one because we're in season two now in the CW. Um, how do you feel like the events of season one kind of changed Jax's perspective, kind of on those around her and herself, especially with the whole Pandora of it all?
whew, Jax from season two. The good part about her is her heart doesn't change. You know,
Oh, yeah.
same person that she is. She's still fiercely loyal to her friends. She'll still
Mm.
drop time of at a dime to just help the people around her. But more towards actually the middle of season two, she does start to become a little bit jaded, and
Mm.
she's Dora, so her objective is to be able to go to the ancients and tell them that this universe is worth saving, and the more that she sees, the less that she thinks it is.
Oh,
So she's battling that and trying to see the good because that's who she is as a person, but also just seeing what she sees.
oh, it's just so that just gave me chills because I just feel like that's so relevant for right now because I feel like a lot of folks, because of all of the sort of, gosh, it's like that balance between being hopeful and hopeless.
Yeah,
And we all go through those waves. We all go through those waves of emotion, especially this year, where we feel kind of like we all want to just move to a different planet, truly. And then you have moments where you feel really proud to, be on this earth and to take care of it and to take care of each other and be the best person you can be. Um, and I think that with the responsibility that Pandora has, it's like she's now there's so much in her control to kind of like see the world and the earth and the whole whatever for all
yeah,
that it is.
yeah. And just to add to your point there, another really interesting thing that the writers did this year was there's a character now, Evil Jax, right? But at the end of the day, that's Jax. She just lived a life and lived through experiences and was very hurt. So she doesn't think the universe should be saved at
Yeah.
all. She thinks Jax is so childish and naive and almost just stupid because, oh,
Mm-hmm.
look around, look at all this greed, look at all the corruption. And Jax is so pure, but when you break it down, really, they're the same person, you know?
Yeah.
They lived through completely different experiences. So that was really interesting to be able to play.
Yeah, that's very cool. And I think that as you were speaking, it just reminded me of that that's so relatable because we're all sort of sometimes we're caught in our worst moments and sometimes we're caught in our best moments, right? And I think it's like we all have like an evil Jackson,
Yeah.
good Jackson us.
Yeah, and you just have to try to stay on the one, try to be the one that when you look back at yourself, you're going to be proud of the decision that you made in that moment or how you treated that person. So that was a really cool experience being able to play that, because even though it is sci-fi and it's so crazy, and sci-fi is just, I mean, if we're honest, it's pretty weird, man. But also a lot of it is just is so relatable, and you can really bring it into your own life and put it in real terms and think about it. So that was
Absolutely. And I think that's what's so cool about the genre is that, like you said, it's so like, it's so bizarre, it's so big, it's so out of this world, but it's also so entertaining, and it allows us to kind of, it secretly sends all these messages to us of like, oh, these are the things we should be thinking about, but we're fed through this kind of very entertaining, fun way.
yeah.
And it's such a fun show to watch right now too, in like our spooky season, October. I mean, gotta get with the genres, right? Right? Yeah. So, okay, so Jax is like on a good day, not evil Jax. Jax is a superhero in her own right. She's always battling her like, intergalactic threats, and
Yep.
kicking ass. Who's your real life female superhero?
My mom.
Oh,
My mom is the coolest, most bad
oh,
ever. I think she's incredible. But someone maybe not related to me. Uh,
sure.
I would say probably the actresses that I look up to, and all of the work that she does with the United Nations. That
Mm-hmm.
she has following her around all the time of children. She just seems like such an amazing person that I really look.
Oh, so true. Are you like living near your mom, or is your mom away during this time of ours?
My mom lives an hour away,
Oh, that's so nice.
so I
Oh,
see
that's
her.
great.
Don't see each other very much because she's so close, and we just know she's so close. So we
Yeah.
just like, I'll come over next week.
Oh, but that's nice though.
Yeah, she lives super close.
Oh, that's so great.
I have so much admiration for people who pick up and follow me. I mean, I didn't have to move far to follow mine, to be honest. I
Mm,
a city that was 45 minutes away. But imagine
yeah.
this pick up and move to a city that they don't know, pack their 2 bags, leave their family to pursue their dreams. Like,
Yeah.
whew, people are amazing.
It's so true. We're so resilient, I think. People are very resilient, and especially women. All right, this is kind of a fun question. If you could steal or borrow one of Jax's qualities, what would it be?
I definitely don't want the weight of the universe resting on my shoulders. They pass on that one. I would say that I would steal her. Ooh, I mean her athleticism
Ooh, yes.
to kick multiple people's ass in one fight scene. Like if someone tries to fight me, I'm running. Okay. She totally just goes for it, and she's so cool. That's my favorite thing to do on the show is that the fight scenes that they have us do. Oh, they're just so fun. She's so cool, and she's so brave. She would never run
No,
away from trying to kill her, but I am out.
no, she like never hesitates.
No,
She never hesitates. And so do you enjoy doing all the stunts and kind of the fight coordination?
that is my absolute favorite part of acting.
Oh,
Is
that's fun.
rolling around on the floor, getting dirty. I got stitches on set, but it's a battle scar. It's so fun. Like
Yeah.
favorite thing to do ever.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I know I used to, when I was younger, I was a huge Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan.
Yeah.
And I had this fantasy that like, I could be like a Slayer. And I remember asking my mom when I was really little for like, oh, what are they called? Oh my gosh, like the box, like what do you box on? Oh my gosh, what are those things called?
I don't know.
Like at a gym, the like big thing that hangs
Oh,
down.
punching bag.
Punching bag. Thank you. I remember asking for a punching bag when I was little because I just wanted to like kick ass.
Wow,
I never got it. I didn't get it.
You're like, oh.
My mom's like, how about a tutu? I'm like, no.
By the way, can I just say, totally off, your hair is so cool.
Oh my gosh, really? I feel like it's a little bit. I've been having my husband cut my bangs in quarantine.
Wow, he is a jack of all trades. No, it looks so cute.
Oh, thank you. That's
I
so sweet.
That's a character, that's a quality I share with Jax. I am the world's most impulsive person. And I was like, I'm just gonna go cut my hair. And now I'm like, well, what the hell do I do with this? I
Oh,
can't
it's cute. Oh, I love like a short moment. I mean, I'll just like sit for like way too long and just be like, what should I do to my hair? Should I chop it all off? Should I dye it? It's like,
don't do it. I regret it. I mean, it looks
no, it's cute.
I with it. And then I have thick hair, so when it gets hot, it just goes into this weird triangle shape. And I'm just like,
no, I love it. It's so cute. You could shave your head, you'd be freaking gorgeous.
A role. I hope I book a great role where I get to shave my head. I think
that'd be cool. I'm telling you, I could see you with like being like young Angelina, where y'all like shave your heads for some reason. Maybe you're like going into the military. I don't know. I'm like seeing this for you.
Let's put it out there. Whoever is out there, I want to shave my head.
Yeah, I want to shave my head, please. That's badass. Oh man. Well, you know, I think we don't know what's going to happen in the future, especially don't know what's going to happen in 2199. But I think we're in good hands with, you know, actors like yourself just kicking ass on screen. And I hope you just keep doing what you're doing. And I'm so excited to see what you do next. And this has been so lovely. Thank you for chatting with me today, Priscilla.
It's been so lovely. And thank you for being so conversational. There's a lot of time. And you know, everyone is going to have a different style, but you have this great way of just making me feel so comfortable and pulling out my personality. And yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Oh wow, that's so sweet. Oh, you're like so sweet. Thank you. You just made my year. Thank you. I just love chat. Listen, like I love chatting with women like yourself, talented women like yourself. That's what's been keeping me going during all of this. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I hope we can chat soon, and best of luck with everything, and stay safe.
Thank you. Stay
all
safe.
Right.
And thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks guys. And take care of your little puppies, your little dogs.
Yes, I'm going to go get back to them right now.
Okay. Well, thanks for chatting.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.